So here's the thing. RC, I'm going to start with you on this one. A couple of years ago, when the Packers drafted Jordan Love, traded up in the first round, I came on here and I said Aaron Rodgers is going to go on a scorched earth tour of the entire National Football League and show everybody he's still the man. And, of course, he's won back-to-back MVPs since. Now, a lot of people, candidly including me, are doubting whether this team can be Super Bowl caliber again in the absence, doubting whether he can have the same kind of offensive impact without Davante Adams. Are we getting ready for another scorched earth Aaron Rodgers tour, RC?
You know, I don't necessarily know if that's the tour the Green Bay Packers need. You think about when Aaron Rodgers was able to win the Super Bowl, he was playing with the #2 defense in the entire NFL. They were able to generate a run game. Now, that team did have Greg Jennings and Jordy Nelson, who I think are very underrated as people historically look at the weapons that Aaron Rodgers has had. I believe that this team would be led by its run game. When you look at its two-headed monster in the backfield, defensively, they are stacked with talented draft picks, Jair Alexander, Adrian Amos, to name a few on the back end. And so when you look at the way this team is now transitioning, I don't think it's going to need scorched earth Aaron Rodgers. I think it's going to need Aaron Rodgers, one of the greatest to ever play the game, to show up in critical football moments, to win in the 2 minutes, to win in the red zone, to win on third down, keep the games close, and then show that you are one of the best players to ever touch the field. I think that's the Aaron Rodgers we get. We get the Aaron Rodgers that does what it takes to win, and the Green Bay Packers find a way to contend for a Super Bowl, find a way to contend in the playoffs because they understand what they have to morph into, and they still have one of the most talented gunslingers to have ever graced the field.
How about it, RG3, Rodgers without Davante Adams this year?
Yeah, guys, I mean, it's extremely hard to find receivers like Davante Adams, and I think the Packers aren't even trying to mimic what they've done in the past. I think they're trying to mimic what the San Francisco 49ers have done to them 2 of the last 3 years and eliminating them from the playoffs. Coach Matt LaFleur, he's learned from those lessons, and the 49ers didn't need elite quarterback play to beat the Packers. All they did was run the ball, stop the run, and play elite defense. So, yes, when you're the Packers, you take those lessons. They have a two-headed monster in Aaron Jones and Mr. McDickens himself, A.J. Dillon, and they went and got 2 beasts from Georgia in Devontae Wyatt and Quay Walker to add to that loaded defense. And I think that's the process they're going to go through. Jimmy Garoppolo threw 8 passes in the 2019 Conference Championship game. The 49ers ran for 285 yards, and Jimmy G only threw for 77 yards. So you know the Packers are going to get better QB play out of Aaron Rodgers than Jimmy G, and they can get the best of both worlds if they can get their defense to play to their potential. And I think that's exactly what they're doing. When you can't beat someone, you either join them or you copy them, and the Packers are deciding to copy the San Francisco 49ers.
That's interesting. I mean, Darlington, as you talk to people around the league, what is the general thought on Rodgers here without the big weapon?
I think most people around the league, and I'm talking to people within that circle, that Kyle Shanahan, Sean McVay, they believe in Matt LaFleur getting the most out of this offense. But Greeny, I can't wrap my head around Aaron Rodgers being the MVP without Davante Adams, because I look at these other receivers. I'm looking at it right now, like Randall Cobb and Alan Lazard. Randall Cobb hasn't had more than 500 yards since 2017. That's 5 years. Alan Lazard has never caught more than 40 passes in a season in his career. This is not the same as the Chiefs spreading it around to his guys with Patrick Mahomes using big-bodied receivers without Tyreek Hill. Davante Adams is the best wide receiver in the NFL, and he's no longer in Green Bay.
Maybe the point these guys are making, RC, I'll give you a very quick final word here. I guess the point you're making is Aaron Rodgers isn't going to be the MVP of the league this year, and that's not what they're planning for.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we're not going to get that same type of production from the pass game without Davante Adams. But they did find a way to win 7 of the games that he didn't play in. And so I think the Green Bay Packers understand how to generate offense. We watched them play against Arizona last year, and Aaron Rodgers makes the big pass to, I think it was Tunyon, who was still healthy at that point in that game. And so when you look at what they've been able to do, how the run game has come along under Aaron Jones, under A.J. Dillon, since they've had Matt LaFleur there, I believe that this team understands how to win football games, and they are building defensively. Even with the 2 picks in the first round this year, where we were saying, go wide receiver, they didn't see one that they felt was worth the pick, and they knew they could move up and get Christian Watkins early in the 2nd round, and that's what they did. I believe it's because they want to play a different brand of football, and they understood at that point there was no Davante Adams out there anyway.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.